Exciting day today because we're unboxing the Teverun Fighter 11, starting our journey into the Teverun brand. Fighter 11 being the 11-inch wheel super big boy scooter of the range. Let's get into it. Nice toolkit, manual, good to see. Hopefully we don't need that. Hopefully get into some sustainable packaging in the future, but at the moment it's good old poly. Lock the stem in place. And I'm going to give it the big heave-ho. Let's start putting this bad boy back together. Looks like we've got as standard, a steering damper down here. I'm never a huge fan of the steering damper, but prepared to give it a go. Obviously got adjustable damping switch here, so we can adjust the tension on that, and should eliminate any wheel wobble. I found really if you've got the right tire pressures, you generally, and the scooter's properly designed, you generally don't end up with wheel wobble anyway. We've got the Zoom hydraulic brakes, and we've got the 11-inch wheel, as you can see. Need to give these a bit of a pump. Out the box they're going to be flat, of course. Nice to see some decent guards as well. Proper coverage, so probably don't get rain shooting off the front of here and smacking you in the face. Locking system looks pretty robust. Makes a nice solid clunk. Little button here, that must be to release. Yes, there we go. That's what we put together out of the box. And that feels very well made. Snaps into place. Absolutely no movement in there at all. So hopefully that inspires a nice rigid, confident feeling when you're riding the scooter. I'm brandishing our new workshop tool here. Make short work of this, hopefully. Ooh, blimey, look at that. It's like pit stop at Formula One. Bang it in. Whoop, whoop. No time at all. Checking out the switch gear that we've got here. We've got the NFC card. We've got a little white light here. It seems that will turn on. Turn that, tap that, white light goes out. Won't turn on. Brilliant. Good security. Tap that, white light. Press and hold. Starts up, goes through this little routine. Really nice, sharp LCD screen that we're seeing on this. So, yeah, big props to that. It's kind of almost like a cell phone grade. Over here you've got controls. We've got our indicator buttons there. That'll be flashing down in the deck area. You've got your horn. And nice, not too rude, the horn. Lights, obviously, which will govern your fairly eye-catching liveried flashing down the side here. Can, of course, turn those off. Or maybe you can't turn those off. Maybe they're always on. Maybe it's that you're turning on and off. There we go. So you can have flashing or static on the headlight. That's a nice little touch too. Over here we've got thumb throttle. So moving towards the thumb throttle, as we find with a lot of brands. If you've got your 5 separate levels through the output levels over here, you've got your mode button as well. You've got the Zoom hydraulic brake levers. The whole thing just feels actually really quite premium and well put together. Nice little bit of finishing. I've picked away at this. Underneath, these are the 4 stem bolts, but come with a really well-fitting, quite Gucci little cover over there as well. So the whole thing presents really tightly. Actually, it's no slack in it, smooth movement. At this stage, really impressed by the build quality. So nice long rear guard here. That looks like it provides fairly significant coverage to avoid the dreaded water up the back leg syndrome. We've got the rear suspension shock here as well. Bit of that seems pretty sturdy actually. I thought that might be plastic initially, but that's metal, so that's going to be stronger than I first anticipated. Nice bit of coverage on your brake hose there. An abundance of lights. Let's punch the indicators. We can see the rear indicators there. Looking at the presentation, it is really very mini motors. If you squinted, you'd say it's a Dualtron. Even the colouring, Teverun Fighter looks very much like the Dualtron finishing that we know and love. So nice rubberized deck pad, shape, plenty grippy. We've got a charge port this side, charge port other side as well. If you want to bang an extra charger on and fast charge, here's your hook for your folding mechanism, and that folding mechanism seems extremely robust. Yeah, so far so good. We'll give you an update once you've had a chance to give it a proper test riding. But at this stage, coming out of the box, this is looking like a really well-made quality product. 2,000 watts a motor, it's high performance, and we're very much looking forward to getting this bad boy on the road.